Awesome. Hey, I'm Rick Salmon. I'm at Fossil Rim Wildlife Center. This place is about an hour and a half south of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Yet, this place simulates the African experience. Over 1,300 acres, they have more than 1,000 animals running around. They have a herd of wildebeest, a herd of zebra. They have giraffes, they have rhinos, and they have cheetahs. The cheetahs are my favorite animals. Now, this place, it looks like I'm in Africa, right? They have the beautiful tents, they have a lodge here. Bring your kids here, it's so much fun. If you're a photographer, you know, this is why I've been coming here for 10 years. As a photographer, I love photographing the animals. But the main thing here is the animals. My good friend Kelley Snodgras, the director of animal care here, is staying in one of the tents over there. I'm going to interview him. He's going to talk about the mission statement here at Fossil Rim. Come on, follow me. Kelley, it's so great to see you again. What a beautiful morning it is here at Fossil Rim Wildlife Center.
Well, it is a beautiful morning, and it's good to see you again, Rick. Thanks for coming.
Well, the first time I came here 10 years ago, I brought my son. He was about 10. Remember, we were riding around, we saw the giraffes, we saw the zebras. He loved the cheetahs, my personal favorite.
Well, it's one of my favorite too, and yes, that was a while back, wasn't it?
Well, you know what? He was very impressed with you and your dedication to the animals. Like, the main thing here is the animals and the care of the animals.
Well, you know, Rick, it's not only my dedication, but it's the dedication of our staff, our volunteers, and the people that come to see us. You know, I think once you get into this, you come here, you see what we're about, what our mission is, and experience the surroundings that you see. It kind of gets into you a little bit.
It really does. As I was saying before, it's really like being in Africa. Where else can you go and experience like except Africa? You know, zebras running around, giraffes running around, that herd of wildebeests. That's amazing.
Well, and that is the experience we want people to get, because you can immerse yourself with the animals and in their environments here that are as natural as they can be in this type of setting, and that's exactly what we want. And then that only aids in the supporting of our mission and what we're here to do, which is not always readily apparent when you're just driving through and seeing the animals and the natural beauty of this landscape.
So you say it's not apparent, so a lot's going on behind the scenes when it comes to the animal care.
Absolutely. You know, our mission stands primarily on 4 legs, and that is the conservation of these threatened and endangered species, research, the training of professionals, and then of course conservation education. All 4 are hugely important to us. So there is a lot going on behind the scenes, and what you also don't necessarily see as you're driving through and enjoying this place is the tremendous amount of work that it takes to ensure the survival of a number of these species. The one thing I did omit, and I didn't mean to, is also protecting our natural resources.
Right.
That these animals, this education program, this professional training program, this research program works in is also very important to us, because we know that the landscape around us here is going to be here long beyond us and the animals that are here now.
Right.
So we need to do a good job taking care of it.
So you have a staff of vets here? We
do. We have 2 veterinarians, a vet tech. We have about 10 animal care staff. We have a natural resources specialist, and then of course everyone here, no matter what profession they may occupy at Fossil Rim, mechanic, lodging staff, front gate, accounting, all work towards that mission. We all support the same, we all have the same passion and the same mission, and that is an organizational conservation mission.
Well, you have that passion, and all the volunteers and the drivers have that passion too. They know all the names of the animals, they know their habits, they know, oh, this animal's, looking like this, it's gonna do this, the cheetah's like, looking this way, it's gonna, move or pounce or whatever. I mean, it's amazing the knowledge of these professionals here.
It is, and a lot of that has to do with consistency. When you have a strong mission, when you have a strong purpose, and when you have such a wonderful work environment, that lends itself to people coming in and buying into what you're doing, and therefore attaining some consistency or longevity of being here, and that creates a much greater opportunity for that in-depth knowledge and that in-depth buying and that in-depth personal fulfillment,
Right.
if you will, to do something.
Well, I've been coming here for 10 years, as I said. What changes have you seen over those 10 years? I think when I came here, you didn't have the herd of wildebeests.
When did we get the wildebeest? We did. But we have acquired a number of other species:
Right.
the Hartman's Mountain zebras, the bongo, and several others that probably were not here back then. And we're very careful about what species we select to work with. For one, it needs to work within this environment, and two, it needs to have a conservation focus,
Right.
if you will. The Hartmans, for example, there's very few of them left. There's very few in North America. And this is one of the few places that you can go and see 3 different species of zebra: the Hartman, the Grants or common zebra, and then also the highly endangered gravy zebra.
Yeah, that is really cool. Now, have you seen over the years a greater care of conservation? Are more people getting involved in this conservation effort?
I think so. I think, you know, it's a bit of the further we get away from nature,
Right.
and we're drawing away from nature a bit, the more we realize it, and I think some people, a lot of us, are realizing that we need to reconnect, and we need to care for the environment. We need to care for our surroundings, whether we're living urban or suburban or rural. We need to connect to our environment, and because ultimately the sustainability of the species that we're working with is very important to us, because that's central to our mission. But in fact, it is focused on the sustainability of all biologics, and as it includes us.
Right, absolutely.
That includes us. So it is a very important part to us as humans.
Well, listen, this is my 3rd day here. Beautiful light. You know, I love the cheetahs, as I said. Can you give me one more look at the cheetahs?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Thanks a lot.